Hello everybody, such a warmonger here, and you're watching 3 versus 3 Battleground 1250. This is a 2-to-8 player scenario, and today we've got 6 players for a 3v3 over on the West team. We've got myself, such a warmonger, in green playing as the Berbers. We've got Prism in cyan playing as the Saracens, and Dominic in blue playing as the Turks. And the West team are the Mamluks. In the East team, we've got the Mongols, starting with Tactical Doll TMP, playing as the Mongol allies, the Armenians, Cilician Armenians. Let's see if they actually are the Cilician Armenians. That would be fun. Oh no, they're the Georgians. Well, you know what? That's fine. And you got DF in orange playing as the Mongols, and Red Keep in yellow playing as the Mongols. So you've got the Mongols versus the Mamluks. This is a repeat of the Battle of Ain Jalut. Ain Jalut, sorry. And this battle was actually, you can see a YouTube video of the first person's perspective of this battle in the video right before this. But I wanted to cover this because I didn't know what actually happened. So I wanted to find out where all of, how did that morale really go down in certain parts of the battle. And this is probably going to be a more pleasant experience than watching me in first person. I mean, that's still a good video. You can see how I played and how I communicated with Dominic. But if you want to just see how the battle went from like a story perspective, just watch this video. So we've got the Mongols taking over the center point. And we've got Dominic starting to come up and try to see if he can harass. Did they block some shots? Yeah, they did block the shots. I was wondering. So by the way, you can block. If you have a shield, if your unit has a shield, it can block a shot. That's how it works. Now he did. Sometimes they are shooting into the void because, not everyone can see each other. Because their vision is not as far. These light cav have the best vision in the game, along with the general, and they help with that. Dominic doing a good job doing a fighting retreat back up the hill. Meanwhile, we've got Prism trying to fight light cavalry. So he's got the heavy cav. So the Mamluk Lancers and the Kasaki, these are the two heaviest cavalry on the Mamluk side in the game, and so they are definitely gonna just slaughter some light cav here. So DF already losing a lot of units over on that northern side, and also DF losing a lot of light cavalry on this side. So right off the bat, they lost 12% morale from losing those units. That's unfortunate for DF. So he's kind of just throwing some free units away. Nice pickup from Red Keep, taking out the potential stone miner. I do take over this southern point. Well, right now we've got Red Keep thinking about moving up. He sent his irreplaceable Keshigs up, but he wasn't able to escape with them. So in the real battle of Ain Jalut, the Mamluks won. And they won by luring the Mongols into a trap. Basically use the Mongol tactics against them with a feigned retreat. Now here comes Red Keep trying to... oh, nice dodge, Red Keep. Plus he used the dodge in combination with the Bahadur. That was a very good move. So the Bahadur are really strong because they have 26 range. I mean, they do cost gold, but they're definitely better than these 3 light horse archers. You got a group of light cav from DF coming up. Maybe trying to see if he's got can get some free kills here. Alright, just some skirmishing going on between horse archer versus horse archer. What is going on here? Well, we've got more heavy cav versus light cav, so more units thrown away by DF up in the north. Let's see if that affects anything. Red Keep losing a little bit of a battle there with the free light horse archers. I mean, ooh, that was a good split. Did you see that? DF did a really good split right there. Okay, he's being chased away. Meanwhile, you've got PMP with some medium and light infantry and like one heavy infantry mixed in, I think. Somewhere. I can't really tell. I think Prism just has more units here, so I think Prism's gonna win that engagement. Alright, just some stray units here. Just DF, trying to just do some harassment. I don't think DF can afford to do this. I'm not sure what the strategy is. He's just losing random units for no gain, really. Meanwhile, you've got engagement here. They are setting up to probe. They're probing to see if they can take this hill. And the medium infantry just mixed in right here, fighting in the streets of the northwest town. But here it is. Alright, we've got another probe from Tactical Dog PMP, trying to see if he can go up the hill with the support of Red Keep. I am shooting into the darkness. These guys can't see each other. So they're using attack ground to just like try to attack each other. You can see that in the previous video. Meanwhile, I am using my javelins. You can see my javelin count right here on the top right. I'm trying to kill. These guys are irreplaceable. These are the Armenian bodyguard. They're chasing, so anytime I kill any of them, that's a good pickup. So I do run out of javelins there. Whenever you hear that sound of the farm needs reseeding sound, that means you ran out of ammo or something. Okay, let's see. We've got Prism here. It looks like he made a charge and killed a few units, and then now he's pulling back with his heavy cavalry. Now Prism should handily win this. Meanwhile, there's a big push up the hill. You've got Kit Bukanoyan, the main general of the army of the Mongols, trying to push up the hill. And at the same time, you know, these Berbers are trying to be kited. I think the Mongols are just going to force their way up here. There's just too much infantry, medium infantry, light infantry, spearmen, heavy cavalry pushing up the hill, while Red Keep is trying to... Oh my god, what was that? So it looked like Red Keep moved in with his light cavalry. He's actually maybe going to pick up some light horse archers here, which is a good pickup for him. But once he notices the heavy cavalry over here, he needs to pull back. They're getting slaughtered over here. So the Mongols do a complete wipe of this army up by the hill. But I think that wasn't enough, because Red Keep continues to lose some of his light cavalry here. Meanwhile, Prism is over here on the east, picking up or trying to scare away the Bahadur horse archers from Red Keep. So some of the heavy cavalry from DF is trying to go down the hill to help deal with this. Now what Red Keep needs to do is just keep running and fighting with his Keshik. Now their morale went down really low. If Red Keep's trying to take pot shots at that army. Wow. A lot of stuff going on. Now big heavy cavalry army. This DF's heavy cavalry army is 53 heavy cavalry versus only about 31 heavy cavalry. So, but he does split his army right here. So let's take a look at the morale. Because these guys, every Bahadur Lancer, oh, he's charging. He's charging. Oh, he stopped. So every Bahadur or Keshik that dies is a big morale blow against the Mongols if they lose. Plus, Dominic's heavy cavalry is engaged over here, killing, just slaughtering the Nokuts or light cavalry of DF. Just a lot going on, but I think this is not good for the Mongols. I think they're losing too much heavy cavalry, too much light cavalry, all at the same time. Yeah, this is a slaughter. Plus, Red Keep can't decide if he wants to fight. He's trying to take down... These guys are too slow. He needs medium cavalry or light cavalry to chase these guys. These Bahadurs are not the right unit to try to chase light horse archers. Definitely not. I mean, here comes Kitbukan Noya. He gets assassinated, and that's the end. Wow. Woo! That's quick. That's like a 10-minute battle. There's a lot going on. I mean, if I'm gonna look at the stats, Red Keep lost a lot of light cavalry for no reason. DF, he actually lost a lot of light cavalry, but also killed And I think when DF killed a lot of stuff, that might have been from this battle, because I had so many Ajnats. That doesn't necessarily reflect really well, because like these Ajnad light infantry, they're not worth as much as like a heavy cavalry. So as the green player, as such a warmonger here in this hill battle, I thought it was worth just standing my ground and letting all these units die. Buy time for Dominic and Prism to come in with their big flanks. I mean, Prism, we didn't even see it. He even came in here and fought Red Keep's men just as a little poke. And that, since Red Keep was forced to pull back and TMP was forced to pull back. Oh wow, Red Keep didn't. Oh, TMP didn't use his medium cavalry right here. Oh. Actually, TMP was out of place pretty much for that final battle, that whole final battle. That's probably why. But yeah, Prism scared away TMP's forces and was able to come in here, and he forced DF to fight on two fronts. So DF had the big. Once it was a 54 heavy cavalry right here, but he had to split his forces, which means he was losing on two fronts. He was losing here, and he was losing here. Plus he had light cavalry that was losing here. Because it was just heavy cavalry, just fighting and winning on all fronts. So DF was just losing everywhere. And Red Keep had mostly light cavalry trying their best to chase these horse archers, but with the heavy cavalry in the mix, they weren't able to chase them. They were just getting cut down. Wow. I think the problem is, if I'm gonna analyze this video, because I was in this battle, you know, my force got wiped out, so I only came in the very end. So it really was just a 2v2 at this point. But if TMP, as the Armenian player with infantry, the only player with infantry on his side of the map, I know that capturing points is important, but it's not as important as winning a huge battle. Because the battles are the main way of gaining morale. They can swing morale like massively if you win a big battle like this. So you should only really worry about capturing points and holding on to them if you're confident that you can, if like a big battle is not coming up. Plus, being the player with cavalry or light cavalry focused civ, that should be the person that focuses on capturing points. The player that has like a core infantry army or a slow heavy cavalry army should be the one that like initiates the big battle. That's just my opinion. So TMP is used to being the one that like reinforces or digs in or like worries about points. But with a big battle that was happening, I think TMP should have been there in position to like help. He should have had a core group of spearmen and archers right here at all times, ready to help with a big fight, because infantry are very slow. This medium cavalry definitely should have been in the battle, because these are very good units, because these are conics basically, so when they die they turn into infantry, so they're very good medium cavalries. But with the lack of TMP in the final battle, unable to help, yeah, that was a nail in the coffin. And of course, DF lost a lot of cavalry early on, essentially for very little to no gain. Yeah, you shouldn't be throwing away light cavalry. I know they're free. Just because they're free doesn't mean their lives don't mean anything. Their lives have value. As a general, you should worry and try to keep as many of your men alive, because it affects your army morale, just like it does in this game. So yeah, don't throw away your light cavalry. Yeah, what else can I say? Yeah, that was a major slaughter fest right here. Once I lost this army, I was useless. I lost that whole army, and then I was still rebuilding one when the final battle happened. But at least I was able to just swing around with my generals You can see that in the previous YouTube video, but I swung around with my general over here. You know, let's make it a little smoother. Let's swung. Oop. Swung around. Ah! Sorry. I swung around with my general over here, going down here, going here, captured this point, and I was able to finally help with the final battle over here and just killed Kitbuka. Was it Kitbuka Khan? Basically, DF's general with a volley from my javelins. That was actually like the actual end to the battle, because that was minus 5% morale when you lose a general. So yeah, that was it. So even though DF had like a super strong heavy cavalry, you know, a core heavy cavalry army, he was forced to split it because he didn't have the support. Fighting on two fronts. Red Keep, his army was a little too small. Let's take a look at that. Like, yeah, his army was too small, and he didn't have enough medium or heavy cavalry, so he wasn't able to really help. Well, just like Ain Jalut, the Mamluks won. Was it like Ain Jalut where we, caught them in a trap? No. But at least it's Mongols versus Mamluks, and I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next video.